Hey guys, we're so excited to have you on board. Having a low credit score we know can be very stressful, so we want to help you get your score up and repair it quickly and legally. Click the link below so that we can schedule a free consultation.
It's Wednesday, and you guys know what that means. It is time for our Healthy and Wealthy Wednesday. And I am your host, Serena Mann, aka the Credit Doctor of VA. And I am excited because we are going to be talking about investing today. And I know last week, we were talking about saving, and some of the comments that we had got from people were, just wanting to know how they can go to the next level with their saving if they've already mastered that first part of just having a budget and being able to, do that zero allocation budget and all of that. So for all of you guys that have mastered that, you're ready to find out more about investing, this episode is just for you. So I want to start with just what is investing, because for some people, you might hear that word often, but you might not know exactly what it means. So a easy definition is investing is when you take something that you have, whether it's time, energy, money, whatever, and you put it into something with the expectation that it's going to multiply into more. Okay. So today specifically, we're going to be focusing on money, but you can invest in different, ways with your time and your energy outside of just with money. But today we're talking about money. So when you're investing your money, you want to make your money work for you instead of you working for it. Okay. Now, one of the things that I really like to reiterate for people, you really have to understand how money works, because wealthy people don't work for money. They let their money work for them. Now, if you look at like the tax rate and everything on how money is, taxed, income that is earned by labor gets taxed almost 3 times more than income that is earned from income. What do you mean, Serena? What I mean is, when you go out and you work a job every day, okay, and you get your W-2 at the end of the year, that is called earned income. You had to actually perform some kind of task or duty at a job or self-employed in order to be able to have that income. And so the IRS is going to tax you anywhere from 28 to 33% on that money, okay? That's you as a person earning income. But if your money is sitting in an account where you've invested it and you're getting a 10% return, you're getting a 15% return, a 7% return, however much your return is, guess what? That money that's earning more money from being invested only gets taxed between 11 and 15%. Yes. So the money that's actually not getting up at, 5 and 6 in the morning to get ready to go, the money just sitting there in the bank is getting taxed significantly less than you and all your efforts. So that is going to lead us to our next point. That's why a person that's looking to be financially healthy and wealthy, why you should invest. You should invest because, number one, your investment income is going to be taxed significantly less than your earned labor income. The other thing about investing is there are 2 things that rob you every day, whether you know it or not. One of which we call the silent income killer. It's inflation. Okay. Think about back in the day. I'm 36 years old, and I remember at one time gas used to be 89 cents a gallon. Okay. Now gas costs right now about $3.40 a gallon. So it's more than tripled over the course of the past 10, 20, 30 years. And guess what? As we move along, it's going to continue to go up even more. It's going to go up even more because inflation. Inflation simply means that the things that you normally pay for are going up in value. They're going up every single day. But guess what? Your income isn't going up. So what that means is, the cost of gas is going up, the cost of groceries is going up, the cost of utilities is going up, the cost of clothing is going up. But minimum wage isn't going up that frequently. We just had our first minimum wage increase in probably almost 20 years just over the summer. But in the meantime, in that 20-year period, all the things that we consume are continuously increasing. So with that being said, inflation is one of the things that is really robbing you, and it's doing it in a supernatural way. It's not coming in your house and actually taking it physically, but it's happening all around you in the things that you consume on a regular basis. And so if you're not investing, you're taking physical force and trying to compare it against an untouchable force, if that makes sense. The same thing with the other thing that robs a lot of us: interest. Okay, interest. A lot of us are not fortunate enough to have the ability to purchase a home without financing it, to purchase cars without financing it. So when we borrow this money, guess what? We have to pay the lender interest. We have to give them money for letting us borrow from them. And so the interest rates are continuously taking from you. And so how do you combat something that's working around the clock? Something that never stops. Interest never stops accruing. Even when you're asleep in your bed at night, it does not stop. Inflation does not stop. Okay, those are two things that can literally work around the clock. You as a human being, you might can work 24 hours one day. If you're like super fit and all that, maybe 2 days. But after that third day, your body is going to give out. You cannot continuously work around the clock. So that's why you should invest. Because when you invest, you're taking that same money that you earn and you're putting it somewhere where it's going to work for you. It's going to accrue some interest to you. And so that way, while you're sleeping, guess what? Your money's growing for you. You're not out here having to perform manual labor to make it grow. It's growing for you while you're laying in bed at night. So that's how you're going to combat those two invisible forces that are continuously taking your money from you when you're not aware. Okay. The other reasons why you want to look into investing is because I'm sure you don't want to have to work every day. Work, to me, a job is a jail operating as a business. Think about that, because we're programmed to go to school and to work for 20 years. And then if you do good, then you can quote unquote retire. But what if you have some planning problems? What if nobody never taught you? And so you do your first 20-year bid and you didn't properly plan. Guess what? You're going to have to go back and do another 5 to 10. And if you don't get it right within that 5 to 10-year period, you might be stuck doing a life sentence. You know any people like that work continuously and they don't have no plan on retiring because they don't even feel like that's something that is obtainable for them. You don't want to be stuck like that, guys. If you do, that's your business. I'm not talking to you. But for the people that know they don't want to be that way, you need to look at investing into something. Now, what do you invest in? There's so many options. I'm not a financial planner. I do not hold any securities licenses whatsoever. I only hold an insurance license. So, I can tell you from perspective of life insurance, there are some ways that you can invest money in life insurance and you can do well with it. And if you want to know how you can do that, you're more than welcome to get with me. We can talk about it one-on-one because it's kind of complicated, but we can break it all down so it's simple. But you have life insurance, you can invest into that. And when I say invest, I don't mean just get a policy to cover, the bare minimum if one of the breadwinners in the household happens to get sick or, get hurt or injured or unfortunately, go be with the Lord prematurely before you were expecting that. I'm not talking about that kind of insurance. I'm talking about cash value life insurance that is attached to the stock market where you don't have as much risk. You have a floor and a cap, so you don't have to worry about losing money. And when the market goes up, your investment goes up. When the market goes down, your investment stays the same. And with some of the policies, you can actually still have a very small increase even when the market goes down. So that's called investing in the indexes. Okay. It's something that Warren Buffett does. If you know who Warren Buffett is, look him up and look up what he thinks about investing in the indexes. It's a very safe strategy, but you have to understand how to do it correctly. Okay, outside of investing in that, you can definitely invest in, IRAs, 401ks. If you have that at your job, I definitely suggest that you participate, especially if they match you. If they match what you're contributing, definitely take advantage of that, because that's money that's going to be growing, and find out how much flexibility do you have, because you might be able to work within their umbrella to pick different avenues that would perform better for you personally, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand. You don't have to always just stay with whatever your company selects. Sometimes they have flexibility in there. So, that's another way that you can invest. Another way that you can invest is in stocks and bonds. I am not a big stock person, not because I think anything's wrong with it. I just don't know a lot about it. That's why, I wouldn't be the person to give you a full rundown of it. Just know that the more riskier it is, the higher return you're looking to get. So you just have to be able to assess your risk tolerance on, how much am I willing to lose if this goes down? And if you want to learn more about stocks, I have some people that do that all day, every day. They are gurus in that arena. I'll be more than happy to connect you with them if you would like to learn more about stocks. But stocks is definitely a way that you can invest. I just wouldn't suggest for you to just jump out there and do it, though, without first educating yourself. Bonds are normally issued through different municipalities and the federal government. They don't always have a high rate of return, but they are pretty solid, and you get a guaranteed rate. Annuities, that's another way that you can invest. Annuities is a life insurance product as well, where you can get tax shelter benefits. You can get money and use it, as supplemental income. That's another way that you can invest. And then what's really popular right now is real estate. A lot of people are investing in real estate right now, and you don't have to have a real estate license to invest in real estate. There's several ways that you can participate with, acquiring properties, renting them out, and all of that with bad credit, with no money. It's just a matter of understanding what the different ways are. You have wholesaling. That's a great way that people get into real estate without having any money and without having a real estate license. You can also look at, doing some Airbnb. That's a very popular way. I have an Airbnb myself, and it is a very great investment. I'm very glad that I decided to do that. But those are some different ways that you can invest in real estate. So we went over, what investing is. We went over why you should invest. And the last thing that we're going to cover is, how does investing and saving work together? Well, remember last week we talked about the importance of saving, and no matter whether it's a small amount or a large amount, save something and put it away, because we all know that that rainy day is going to come. You need to have a rainy day fund that can hold you through when life's uncertainties do come through. But you also need to have that long-term saving as well. That's your retirement fund. So know that there should be separate savings. You should have a savings for short term and a savings for long term. So when we're talking about investing and saving, that's more so your long term. You want to be able to invest in something that's going to produce a certain amount of return. So that way, when you decide you would like to retire and not have to work anymore, guess what? You have this cash value life insurance policy that has accumulated, $60,000-$70,000 for you. Or you have these properties that's producing, $15,000-$20,000 in passive income, positive cash flow for you. You have these stocks and bonds that you have invested in, and when you get ready to retire, they are producing your income or your supplemental income. So that's how saving and investing work together. Investing just takes your saving to another level. It allows your saving to work around the clock in your favor when you invest. That's what investing does for you, opposed to just taking your money and putting it in a pillowcase under your bed. You can do that, but guess what? God forbid if the house catch on fire or something like that, or somebody steals it, it's gone. And it's not going to be working for you around the clock under your bed. It's only going to be working for you around the clock if you're investing it into something that's going to bring a return to you. Okay. So the bottom line with all this is is that financial literacy is the key to getting to where you want to get to with your financial goals. You have to be able to educate yourself if you want to figure out a plan to get to wherever it is you're trying to go. There is no wrong plan. It's a case-by-case situation. Now, if you, for whatever reason, are having a hard time figuring out that plan, if you need some help, give us a call. We are here to help you. 1-844-2-UP FICO. Again, that's 1-844-287-3426. You can click the link in the description, schedule a free consultation with us, and we will help you figure out what exactly it is you're trying to do and what will be the best course of action in getting there. And then we'll be there to be your accountability partner to make sure that you stay on track with the goals that you set for yourself and for your family. Because we are on a movement, guys. We are looking to break the chains of financial bondage. We are tired of people that are just suffering and, feel like they're hopeless when it comes to their money. There is a way out, and we would like to be one of your partners to help you get there. So call us, email us, schedule a consultation, reach out to us on social media. However you want to do it, we are there and we are available to help you. But just remember that if you want something different, guys, you have to do something different, okay? Because talk is cheap and life is expensive. So what are you going to do? This concludes our episode of Wealthy Wednesday today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, we're so excited to have you on board. Having a low credit score we know can be very stressful, so we want to help you get your score up and repair it quickly and legally. Click the link below so that we can schedule a free consultation.